Welcome to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out about your next friend. I've got 3 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the red Jasper. Group 2 is the Jade. And Group 3 is the Tiger's Eye. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice, otherwise I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy this reading, leave me a comment below, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Also, you can find details of my personal readings in the description box below. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the red Jasper. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards you have Sacred Wisdom. From the Astrology reading cards you have Neptune, your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. From the Black Moon Astrology cards you have Libra, I balance. From the Good Commentary you have the Knight of Coins. Two of Wands. And from the Golden Universal Tarot you have the Ten of Cups. And the Eight of Cups. This person may be a Libra, or they may be also... I want to say the signs are not important, but they could also be an earth sign I'm seeing. It feels like this person's very interesting in a way which is kind of beyond most people. Like I feel like they work very, very, very hard. And they make long-range plans and they have a vision for their future which is more insightful than most people. Like they might even be a bit psychic, I want to say. This person may live quite a distance from you. You may meet them online or you may already know them from online. It could be a friend you already have in your life who you talk to online. You might resume talking to them, and I do feel like they're quite a distance away from you. Maybe in another city, maybe in a different part of the world, or even just like very long walk away from you. Like they might be a bit of a trek away is what I'm hearing. I feel like you're going to talk to this person and want to go and visit them because they're so interesting, and I feel like you're going to have really happy conversations with them. This person may be a mother or a father. They may have children, and I do feel like they have quite a busy job, which seems to be something quite routine, like maybe in an office or something very practical, something realistic, something that's like helpful to people. I feel like this friend might be busy quite often with their job, but they will try to reply to you because they are quite organized and the kind of person that always does what they say they're going to do. They're very loyal, they're very responsible, they're really helpful. And I feel like they have quite a nice place that they live in. But yeah, like I said, it might be a bit of a trek from you. So for you to meet up with them in person, it seems a bit more difficult than just like talking to them online. So I want to say if you're expecting this to be like a best friend to hang out with every day, I don't know if they necessarily will be. But I do feel like you'll catch up with each other and it'll be really nice. For some of you, you could meet this person at work, and I feel like you'll end up messaging each other a lot throughout the working day. Like just because you find each other enjoyable and happy to be around, I feel like it'll be like the happiest part of your working day to talk to this person. And you're probably going to admire the way they focus and how determined they are and how disciplined they are and how much they can keep up the pace with their work. And I feel like the conversations you have will be taking you away from the job that you do. It's like they'll take you to a higher place. They might be very wise. Again, they might be very psychic. And they might be able to help you make plans, or maybe they just always plan their lunch break with you, or they plan like a holiday with you or something, or even just they invite you to their house or something and it feels like, again, like it's far away. But it's very lovely and I feel like they take good care of people. Like this person is very friendly. They're very easy to get on with. They're very interested in people. Like they will ask you questions and I feel like they won't leave your message unanswered for too long. Like they might go off on their own and not reply to you for a while. But I feel like they will always come back because they'll miss you and they might tell you frequently that they miss you and things like that. I do feel like this person may not be in your life for that long for some of you, especially if you meet them at a work event or like a job. Maybe like a friend you connect with online in the future more than like in real life if you do end up like leaving the job or something I'm seeing. Something's coming through about that, like it's maybe For somebody, someone you used to work with, who now lives far away, and it's like you miss each other because you remember like happy times together. And maybe you would really long to like see each other in real life, but you end up just texting back and forth or talking on Instagram or something. Anyway, I do feel like for someone, this might be a bit more of a deep friendship, like a bit more of a spiritual connection, where you do end up being friends for life. And I feel like for somebody, you might end up living with this friend for a time. Like maybe you make a plan to live together. But maybe not forever, maybe eventually you move out. Or maybe you have lived with this friend before, I'm not sure. It might be someone you used to live with or something like that. For somebody, it could be your flatmate if you're planning to move into a new place or something. I feel like you might have a really special person who moves in or is already living there. Again, they might not stay there for that long, or you might not stay there for that long. I feel like they'll be really interesting and fun, and you'll have some really fun hangouts with them. And again, they're like hardworking and focused, and they know what to prioritize and what not to prioritize. And it's like they have this job which is very hard work. And I want to say it's almost boring, but they are not a boring person at all. Like they're very creative, they're very dreamy, they're very spiritual. For some of you, this person could live at home with their parents or something, and they really want to move out. But they're maybe not sure how to move out yet. Like their job might be very good, like they have a good job, but they don't earn enough to maybe get their own place, and they might want to plan to travel and things like that. I do feel like for some of you, plan traveling with this person. Even if it's just to visit them, it's like maybe you have to go abroad to visit them or something like that. But they feel like very compatible with you in every single way. And I want to say for very lucky people, it's not for everyone. But for somebody, this might be like a not just a friend, but someone who's more than a friend. It could be like your divine partner. And I feel like maybe you've been missing opportunities to connect with this person. For some reason, it feels like you've maybe walked past like an opportunity to connect with them. Or you've been really focused on your own stuff. But I feel like there is like an opportunity to come together with this person soon. It might be through work, and it might be online as well. It's like maybe you keep missing each other in real life, or you keep like missing each other's messages or something. It's like maybe someone's followed you online who maybe does the same thing for work as you or something like that. And it's like your dream partner, and they're very compatible with you. They might dance or something like that. Like maybe they dance on Instagram or TikTok or something like that. I feel like they have a very interesting air about them, but they might also suffer from some sadnesses at times, I want to say. So I feel like they may not always be very meetable. Like they might go off on their own and not really be in public places that much sometimes. So I do feel like this is like a kind of primarily online connection to tell you about right now, but do not think that it can't develop into more, or you can't meet each other in real life or anything like that. Yeah, I feel like you guys might meet each other's families, or become friends with each other's friends, and just find that you find a sense of home with each other for as long as you're in each other's lives or communicating. This person also might live in your hometown or something. They might remind you of home. It could be like a really old friend from childhood who's coming back into your life or something. Like maybe they connect with you on Facebook or something like that, like send you a Facebook friend request. Does anyone use Facebook anymore? I don't, but anyway. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and check out the information in the description box for personal readings. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Jade. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have communication. From the astrology reading cards, you have the first house, what people see and the impression you give. From the Black Moon astrology cards, you have Taurus. I have. From the Good Karma Tarot, you have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Cups. And then the Empress. And from the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Ace of Cups. And the Magician. I feel like this may be someone who either sees you as more than a friend, or you might see them as more than a friend. And I do feel like it will develop into more than a friendship, and I see potential for you guys to get intimate and get involved and fall in love and maybe conceive a child even, and end up like together. I at least feel like you'll wish for it. Like you might daydream about each other and have a crush on each other. This is likely to be a friendship between like a male and a female. I'm seeing that very strongly, and it's like a thing where you are attracted to each other, but I feel like you both don't see that you're attractive to each other. It's like a strange energy where you're like daydreaming about each other and wishing for each other and crushing on each other, but both feeling like somewhat inadequate, and I feel like worried about your appearance and worried about how much you have to offer and whether the other person would be interested or not. And I see someone maybe writing a message to tell the other person they have a crush on them or something. And I feel like it's going to develop slowly and naturally in a way that's really sweet. And I do feel like you guys will both want to open up about your feelings a little bit, and you might think a lot about how to respond to their communications. I feel like for some of you, you might meet in a nightclub or a bar, or somewhere where there's, I want to say somewhere where there's like a public bathroom or something. Like I'm seeing someone maybe, yeah, it's a strange one. It's like a bar, a club, a restaurant, like a shopping center or something, like a mall. And it's like you come out of the bathroom and maybe this person's there. And I'm seeing you don't feel good about yourself, but this person notices you and thinks you look good. But it might be like it starts as friendship because you both don't feel like you're attractive enough to the other one. And I feel like you will even tell each other that you're attracted to each other, and it still might end up being a bit slow. There's potential for someone to... I'm seeing potential for someone to maybe have like someone else at the beginning or something like that. Like maybe they have a partner already. Like it could be, if you're female, I feel like this person could be a male who's like very attractive to you, but they might have like a baby mother or a wife or something. And I feel like you'll be attracted to them and they're attracted to you and they're kind of flirty with you. But they might already have someone, and I feel like you might want to be careful with how much you develop feelings for them too quickly and daydream about them. Because they might be very charming and a bit manipulative and maybe want to talk to you as well as this other person. So do just like check everyone you meet to make sure they don't have someone already. Please do ask them that like the first 5 minutes you meet them. I want to say don't leave it past 5 minutes before you get too daydreamy about them and get like hearts in your eyes. Before you ask them if they're with someone or if they have anyone or if they've got kids or if they're married or whatever it might be, because I do see you strongly being attracted to each other physically and emotionally and like really interested in each other in a way that's like compatible. But I do feel like there may be a moment where you're looking in different directions. Like maybe you don't see each other at the first meeting or something like that, or one of you is looking for like marriage and one of you's looking for a hookup, or one of you's looking for friendship and one of you's looking for marriage, or like one of you's looking for friendship, one of you wants to be more than friends. So I feel like there may be some moments where you're not really on the same page, but you both do have like a romantic fantasy about each other, which is why I may be seeing it stays as a friendship for a little while until you can get like developed with the relationship, until you grow it and make it something more easy to accept, I want to say, for both of you. It feels like you do grow together very easily anyway, you and this person. And I feel like you're going to have a lot of fun together, and you might go on a lot of dates to bars and things like that, even if they do just end up being a friend and you don't actually romantically date them. I feel like they will communicate with you a lot, and if it is just a friend, I feel like this friend might be like falling in love or finding the love of their life, or they might have just had a baby or just be about to have a baby or something like that. And if you do have a friend who's got like a new baby or something like that, or a baby on the way, this definitely could be that friend, and it feels like it's just like a deepening of the relationship. I do see you communicating a lot via like written messages, but also meeting up in real life to maybe share a drink in a bar, or maybe just to sit in a park or something like that. I feel like you or this person are going to really impress each other anyway. I feel like this person is very impressive, and they may be a jack of all trades, like someone who does multiple different jobs, and I feel like they have quite a good situation for themselves. It seems like they're doing quite well in life, and they know how to do better, and they know how to win people over and make a good impression. So I do feel like they're going to make a really good impression on you, and you're going to make a really good impression on them. You might meet them even like shopping or something like that, like a mall is coming through again. Especially if it ends up just being a friendship, I feel like you guys might just meet at a mall and end up like maybe complimenting each other's outfit, or like you keep finding yourself like wanting to look at the same item or something, and you feel like really compatible with this person, and like you like the same things and you dream of the same things. And I feel like you have a lot of really interesting kind of conversations that are a bit out there, where you're expressing things that are very positive and uplifting and exciting. And I do feel like this will start as something exciting already, but it's going to grow into something even better and better and better. Even if it is like someone who's like married, I feel like you might become friends with their partner as well. It's like you're actually going to become like quite good friends. Even if you have that moment where you're both like attracted to each other and maybe it can't go any further, it still feels like worth it. It still feels like a really warm, loving connection that is stable and enjoyable and really amazing. And I do feel like this person will kind of energetically sweep you off your feet, even if they're just a friend. It's like they might do really sweet things for you, like get you a gift, or just like make sure that they are like paying for your drink or something. It's like they're just sweet in some way, or they're always thinking about how to sweetly communicate with you to cheer you up that day, or wanting to invite you to like the best party in town or something. It just seems like they're very caring and they care about you and they want to make a good impression on you, and they want to, I'm hearing, take care of you in ways that like help you to have a good impression of them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading, group 2. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the information in the description box for personal readings. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Tiger's Eye. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Soul Journey. From the astrology reading cards, you have Pluto, your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. From the Black Moon astrology cards, you have lunar eclipse, change. From the Good Karma tarot, you have the Three of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. And then from the Golden Universal tarot, you have the Hermit and Justice. This seems like someone who's gone through a lot emotionally in a way which is like very, very, very dramatic and very difficult for them. And I feel like they've come through the other side of like the really worst things you could go through in life to transform themselves. But I feel like they might still have like a bit of a, I want to say like a bit of a goth vibe, or a bit of a depressed vibe, or a bit of a loner vibe. Like they might seem, the way they hold themselves and carry themselves, it might be a bit hunched over. They may seem a bit down and depleted and like energetically low. And they may even open up to you about some things they've been going through that are very difficult. I feel like this person's been quite lonely and been alone, and they've been really, really, really busy with work. And I feel like they may have multiple jobs that they do and multiple responsibilities, and they find it hard to get any time to be with other people. Actually, I feel like it's like quite difficult for this person to like be doing anything other than work, I want to say, or like working on themselves. It feels like they've done a lot of working on themselves, and they've matured and they've grown up and they've transformed themselves, and they've become really able to carry on a day-to-day basis, and they're able to manage, which is why I feel like they're finally like maybe receptive to making friends. And it feels like you guys are both, maybe you're both a bit introverted, and maybe you've both been through some really difficult life experiences, and maybe you're both really busy with work. So you understand each other and you don't complain if, say, one of you doesn't text back quickly enough. It's like you guys don't complain at each other and you're understanding. And I feel like you can see easily, like when the other person's busy, you can get it. Like, I know they're at work, I'm not worried about them not replying kind of energy. It feels like you already know. This person is true to their word. They do what they say they're going to do, and sometimes they might just not answer you, and it's like you'll know it's because they're too busy with work and stuff. And I feel like they'll let you down easily, like, oh, I'm really sorry, I'm just busy with work that day, I can't come. It's not going to be anything too, I want to say not like too entwined, like you and this person. I don't feel like your whole lives are going to be entwined with each other. Well, like you're going to be best friends for life, but it's more like they're kind of an interesting person to meet on your journey. I feel like you may have the same kind of soul group and the same kind of destination in mind and similar experiences, and I feel like you're both maybe not having that much time for friendship. So it's making sense as a friendship, and you might meet through work, maybe, because it feels like maybe both of you have like multiple jobs. Maybe even like 3 jobs each, so I feel like you might just catch up at work. Maybe you actually do open up on like a heart-to-heart level. Like, this is not a shallow friendship. Feels like you and this person are both not liking small talk, and you don't really like the kind of boring, mundane day-to-day conversations. I am seeing you have those, but you also have like deeper chats, and I feel like you help each other, and you may even provide some kind of advice or guidance to each other. I feel like it's like a very important friend. For the time you have them, even though you're not like entwined with each other's lives, you don't hang out at each other's houses or anything like that. It more feels like they're there when you need them. And they have the right words to say at the right time. They're very mature and they're very spiritually aligned with you, like their morals are good. Their beliefs are good. They have the right kind of outlook on life, and they're going in the same direction as you. And I also feel like you're both going through a lot of life changes that mean you maybe don't want to be too attached to anyone other than like your routine and your jobs and the people you already have to be attached to, because I feel like this person and maybe you have been through like serious heartbreak and having to let go of people, and maybe like friendship breakups and disloyal friends and things like that. So I feel like this person will kind of keep it cool and casual with you a lot of the time. But when they do speak to you, it's going to be serious and honest and real and not any bullshit. Like, they're going to talk to you on a real level where they tell you how they're feeling. If they're having a bad day, or if they're good, or if they're dealing with serious problems right now, they're going to be really honest with you. And I feel like you'll like that about them, and you're going to maybe like that. I'm hearing for someone, they're older than you and they're more advanced on the journey than you. Like, you're going to the same place in life. But this person's been going for longer than you, and they have some tips that you might like. And it feels like maybe divine purpose for you to meet each other. It's like you have some light to offer each other. You might both be light workers, but maybe needing some healing yourselves right now. And I feel like you might be guided to heal each other in just a subtle way. It could be really subtle, just like making sure that you both have a friend on days when you need it. And I feel like the kind of like life progression that you both have during the time you know each other will change. It feels like you'll go through some material, spiritual and like friendship and relationship changes while you know each other. It's like you're going on a journey of life. This person's like your companion and someone who gives you wisdom and someone who's loyal. And I feel like someone who keeps an eye on you and keeps you on track. I want to say, like, you might talk about your goals and where you want to end up, and try to stop each other from getting demotivated, and try to stop each other from giving up on your dreams. Even if it's like weight loss goals or desire to like step this many steps this day. I feel like you guys are going to be on each other, and make sure you go gym, or you make sure you remember to do your taxes on time, or make sure that you get to the other job before it's too late. Like, girl, don't you have to leave already so you can get to your evening job before it starts? Like, I'm holding you up, sorry, let me let you go, let me stop talking your ear off. So yeah, I feel like you might have like phone conversations with this person, but mostly it's going to be in real person, maybe at an office job or whatever kind of job you have. I feel like you might just see them casually, occasionally, in relation to your work, like maybe 2 days a week is coming through, or something like that, 2 days a month, 3 days a month. So they feel like someone you don't see all the time, but they do seem really clever and really wise and really fun to hang out with. And you might have some material connection that binds you together for a period, to make sure that even though you're both loners and you're both introverts, or one of you is, that you manage to still make friends and be there for each other, and maybe even guide each other forwards in a way which is like destined and meant to be. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching group 3. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and check out the information in the description box if you'd like a personal reading. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.